T freaking G. What the heck is this? TG Screw Serpent. Oh, what? It's a Synchron deck, not a single link or Xyz nor fusion in sight. Synchron deck is here, and it's all about the Junk Speeder. Junk Speeder, summon up to 5 monsters from the deck, and then you win. So if you could get this to resolve, you're fine. Now, okay, you hold your negate for the Junk Speeder. You can't, because they're gonna make it with the Excel Synchron Stardust. This is gonna use the effect to summon a Stardust Dragon from the extra deck, and then perform a Synchro summon. Well, we don't have to Synchro with the Stardust. We, with this effect, summon the Junk Speeder, and the Junk Speeder will be unaffected by all card effects whatsoever. And there's also so many ways to chain link block an Ash Blossom if you're holding on to that, which it would be unaffected by if made with the Excel Stardust Synchron. Now with that out of the way, let's see if we can actually pull it off. Begin.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Against a single Imperm. Bonfire into our Snake Eye Ash. Ash on summon. We're going to Imperm. Negate. All right. Damn. I think we end our turn. Yeah. That's it. We do have a Ghost Ogre. Be careful with Ogre against Tamer Laura. She hides in the graveyard, and if you try to Ogre at any point, like now, it does nothing. The Laura Engrave's gonna banish. I think we're just gonna surrender here now, right? Yep, banish, protect from destruction. All right, as we banish another Laura, ulti Hawk, we are now going to be jumping off, come forth, and summon back onto the field. All of the non-extra deck Ritual Beasts can only be special summoned once per turn. We got the Tamer Wen with our additional summon still there. Ulti Kimu, banish from the graveyard, additional summon the Wen. Trigger the Tamer Laura, special summon onto the field the Rapangu, summon an Apelio. Apelio Bob boost up the field. We have 9,900 damage. How do we have so much damage? 500 across the board with Apelio, and the Ulti Kimu is boosting up all the monsters it's pointing to. Nicely done. Didn't even have to whip out a Protos. So let's try again. We go first again, and maybe a single Imperm is not enough to stop us, yes? Let's see. Come forth, Unicorn, as we're going to Ash Blossom negate a Synchro Overtake, which a lot of people maybe think and save the Ash for Junk Speeder. But Synchron decks have so many ways. It's not going to always happen, but they will usually be able to chain link block their Junk Speeder from being negated by an Ash Blossom. Even something like a Poplar. Poplar plus a level 4 tuner, boom. Chain link higher the Poplar, and it cannot negate. Now, Unicorn's gonna be looking at the extra deck. The problem with looking at the extra deck, they play 2 Ulti Canahawk. They, 1 Ulti Ray probably, or maybe 2. A lot of people are playing 2 of that. We are, in fact, only playing 1. We are now going to Ulti Canahawk, jump onto the field, 2 non-special summoned Ritual Beasts. The currency of Ritual Beasts is getting access to non-special summon Ritual Beasts. The more non-special summon Ritual Beasts, the more plays you can make. So what did Canahawk just do? It gave us access to a non-special summon Ritual Beast. So we're going to be sent to the graveyard, search for an Elder. We're going to Laura, discard additional summon the Elder. Canahawk, what does it do? Gain us access to another non-special summon Ritual Beast, continually giving us that currency to keep on searching with Ulti Hawk and also additionally summoning bodies onto the field. We now have Ulti regular Apelio Banshee in the grave, but boost up the field, making our Banshee. Banshee search our deck. Now, it's crazy about Protos and the Ritual Beast deck type is if they have a wind monster, as you can see right here, you declare wind, you destroy your own field, right? Well, with Laura in the graveyard against your own Protos, it will banish in the grave to protect you from being destroyed. Making a Masquerena, banish the Banshee. Banshee also comes back, but boosted 100 per banished monster. We also make an Underworld Goddess, 10,000 damage, just like that. No Protoss effect needed. Lethal damage. Damn. Begin. Activating the Shield Bearer, which is a 4th copy of Rapangu. Search our deck. Elder additional summon into the Canahawk. We have no disruption whatsoever. Banish the Tamer Laura. So why should you ever banish Laura with the Elder Canahawk play and not trigger her effects? Well, it is better that the opponent gets tricked into using Ash Blossom onto the Ulti Canahawk than a Laura banish. because that's going to activate to plus a body onto the field. This is activating to search a card. Generally, the plus body in the field is going to be better, so you do have that bait. Also, this lets you check for a Nibiru before committing with your Laura play and your Nochi. So 2 benefits: bait the Ash and check for Nibiru. Come forth and summon, dump the Tamer Laura into the graveyard. So this would be negated if you had an Ash, and then the Tamer Laura would have not been negated. As we banish from the deck the Rapangu, as we're now going to set up with Inheritance. Inheritance, reveal the Pangu, searching for a Tamer when. Discard the second copy of the Rapangu as we then make the Ulti Kimu. So at this point, we would already be able to see if the field's lighting up for a Nibiru. We're now going to be triggering the Laura. So this is not good if their field's lighting up, but because we see that there is no Nibiru, it's safe to do this play where it's triggering on Banish. But boy, if they did have Nibiru, we'd get blown out here. And what you do is on the resolution of this, just Nibiru the field. Pangu, send from the deck a second copy of the Tamer Laura, banish the Kanahawk and Tamer Laura, making the Nochi. Nochi now making the other Ritual Beast untargetable, making the Banshee. So if we were just toggling, like straight up, if you toggle off your Imperm and they feel like you have nothing, they're gonna summon Banshee before setting up a way to protect the Banshee. And just like that, you can negate the Banshee or negate the Protoss, negate the Nemesis flag, and then you will not get hit by the Protoss. So now many of you are maybe have a good enough hand to play through multiple disruption, but a Protoss completely shutting you down, that's another story. As we then make the ulti ring. So if you watch my 1 hour playtest video of the Elder and Hawk play, I think I make it in Duel 6 or 7. I show you the play where you make an ulti Gaia with a hand like this. You don't need any Ritual Beast in the hand to do this play. You'll have a search plus an ulti Gaia to negate the impermanence that they're hiding onto in their hand that is being waited to be used on your Banshee, so you could safely summon your Protoss and then lock them out of whatever attribute they're playing. There are some new lines with the Tamer Zephyra, and it's with the Parallel Exceed girl. She's Link 3. So yeah, if you're looking to get extra spicy with your Ritual Beast deck, maybe consider playing that. I think it's some crazy Asian player on Twitter is whipping out those lines. Banish in the grave the Protoss, since we have a Pyro, trigger the Banshee as it checks for a Pyro in field when banished. We now have the Apelio banishing as we then call fire. Well, we didn't snipe the opponent. We do not know what they're playing. So what is good here? We have the Ulti Gaia untargetable, being able to negate not once, but twice and within the same chain. Fire monsters cannot be summoned, but I don't know if that's gonna even do anything. Is there any fire monsters in the extra deck here? I don't see any fire. No fire, no fire. Yeah, the Protoss is nothing, but it was just a first turn kill against Tenpai. We do have the Steeds, which is non-target pop 2 monsters on the field. We have a Call of the Grave, which I will consider as a form of disruption in this duel because we have a graveyard deck. So we got 4 disruption. Let's go. Sharon, activate. We're going to, Ulti Gaia. So it does destroy the Sharon. So if the Sharon has enough fusion materials in the hand and graveyard after being destroyed by the Ulti Gaia, you just triggered a fusion. So I would say this is high risk, but it worked out. I guess we could Ulti Gaia and Finger 2 cards onto that one Sharon if they were to activate the Sharon afterwards. So luckily that did not happen. Attempting to draw 2. That tells you that their hand is not so good. So, all right, they're desperate. They want to draw 2. Let's negate that. We're out of negates. They've been used up. We now have another form of disruption with the Ulti Nochi because we have Ulti Ray, which could banish any card in the field during the end phase. We could banish it. Now, why would you not want to banish? I think you should always banish because it's so easily summonable back. What you could do is Ulti Ray end phase, banish a back row plus itself, or, I mean, why are we not banishing the Inheritance, right? Banish Inheritance plus a back row, but anyway, if you banish the Ulti Ray itself plus a back row card, all you have to do is make another Nochi on your own turn. Nochi, summon it back in the field. It can't attack directly, but you're going to very easily set up lethal damage without it needing to attack directly. The effect of Banish is not activatable during your own turn. Now, right away, drawing into a card to be able to negate the back row card Needlebug Nest, it's over. That's it. Declare Dark, activate, grab a Banished Ritual Beast, additional summon, or hold it in the hand for double negate for 2 back row 2 negates. Just like that, let's hop into game number 2. Walls of the Imperial Tomb, Ash Blossom, negate. The 1 Kanahawk play is really good. I would say more prevalent for when you're going second because it's a good way to help brute force your opponent. you're more likely to wanting to open up with that hard summoned Banshee play, and you could waste some disruptions on it. It's not that big of a deal. Call to the Grave, fingering that Max C, negate it for 2 more times. I'm done. No way. Lethal damage definitely off of that. That's a 2-0.